Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Apex Online Racing here on YouTube, and welcome along to Sunday evening's round 4 of the AOR Hype Energy Christmas Classic Cup, Christmas Classic Cup, get it right Andy, and we are in Belgium at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, probably one of the best circuits in the world. Challenge me on that if you wish. And we are in the phenomenal Ferrari F2007, the car that took Kimi Raikkonen to his one and only World Championship that year. My name is Andy Campbell. I am joined in the commentary box tonight by Luke Etheridge. Luke, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm very good, thanks. Looking forward to what should be a great race, great car, a great track. Should do well around here. It did get a 1-2 in 2007 with Kimi Raikkonen, the last car to win a world title while having traction control.
Yeah, that's quite right actually. I kept forgetting that we still had the assists at that time as well. And we've got a much bigger grid here tonight. We've got 19 drivers that will be firing down towards La Source Hairpin. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Stick around, it is going to be quick and fast as usual. It's a reverse grid based on championship standings, and it's a 25% race. So if my maths does me right, it's only 11 laps, I do believe. Quick run off the championship standings. Casper is in the lead of the championship, but his lead's been cut dramatically to his F1 tier teammate, Tactician, who's in second, and it's pouring with rain in Spa, no surprises there. So Tactician is in second, Raga Kagawi is in third, and then I have some trouble with the names because everyone's got different names in the forum that they do actually online. So next is Rafa Kamina, then we've got JGV, whose name I pronounced 16 times wrong probably the other night, then we've got Iceman, Vasta Racer in 7th, Solid Ninja Snake in 8th, Dave Kennedy in 9th, and Ferran Racer in 10th, who obviously won in Britain at round 2. Your winner last time out was API Radical, whose name I was doing completely terrible halfway through the race, and Casper won round 1. So we've had 3 different winners so far this year in the Classic Christmas Cup. Do you fancy anyone to make it 4 from 4, Luke?
Oh, I think it's definitely a possibility. The reverse grid always does that, but this wet race probably means the quality is going to make its way forward. You know what, actually I'm going to go for Vasta Racer because he's been in a really good form in F2 lately. Came close to a victory last time out. I think he's got a great chance.
He's definitely got a chance. I mean, he showed some phenomenal pace, and he only lost out actually. He crossed the line at Monza in first, and he only lost out due to penalties. So definitely got the possibilities here, but the rain really makes it different. We were on board, you can see cars have actually connected to each other on the formation lap. I've seen Ferran Racer nearly ended up in the support pit lane just there as we were on board with Vasta Racer. So already these tricky conditions are catching drivers out, and obviously it is a little bit of a mixed field here for the Christmas Cup. Normally the leagues are done on no assists, and there is some assist leagues as well, but this is a mix of drivers. Assists are allowed. We do have a number of drivers who are racing with assist. Multi RABC in 3rd place there being one of them. He is in a assist league 4 to give you a wee bit of an example there, as is API Radical, who won at Monza. He's an AL1 driver, so it's a right mix in here. They obviously help give the numbers up. It is for fun as well, but you know that racing instinct's going to come out, isn't it, Luke?
Oh yeah, expect them to be going hard at it. It's going to be interesting to see how those with the assist do, of course, because they might just have a bit of an advantage in these low grip conditions. I can't see it being a problem, the fact that the classic cars on F1 only have dry and wet tyres. There are no intermediate tyres, but it looks a long way from intermediate conditions. In fact, I think we're pretty much heading towards sailing boat conditions here at Spa.
It's just typical of being in the Ardennes forest, isn't it? You just never know what it's going to throw up, and I think I agree. I think we're in for a full wet race here. I'd be very surprised if this dries up, but then again, we are at Spa, anything can happen. So 19 cars, all with that fabulous V8 powered Ferrari. I love classic cars. Anyone that knows me knows I love the history of the sport. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can have it a bit cleaner into turn 1, into La Source, than we did last time out at Monza, because we lost a few drivers before they even reached the first chicane on Friday night. So I'm hoping everyone can keep it nice and tidy and get through turn 1. Obviously you said you're going for Vasta Racer. I do think that's a pretty solid shout. Ferrin Racer's pretty quick as well. He got caught out in that lap 1 tangles on Friday night. Could have been on for something decent, so he has got a win to his name, so we need to watch out for him. Casper and Tactician are F1 tier drivers. I know them very well, both of them, and they're starting 15th and 16th. Don't be surprised to see them come through from the back of the grid. And you see the cars are lining up on the grid now. Got some shocking camera angles. There's a much better one, fantastic. 5 red lights coming on. We've got 11 laps here at Spa-Francorchamps. It's round number 4 of the Christmas Classic Cup, and we are underway with 19 Ferraris powering down in the pouring rain towards La Source Hairpin at turn number 1. You can see there that's Jacketa and Declan getting a little bit of a touch going into the first turn there, but no damage there. It looks like everybody's managed to get through pretty cleanly, and we've got side by side heading down to La Source, actually 2 wide all the way through, but Jacketa has had to back out of that one there, so Sam up 2 places as they go flying over Radio and running very wide as well. And Sam Gamer's got a great run here on Jacketa with that. JGVs are tired already. That'll be a big incident, I'm guessing, at La Source.
Tactician's involved as well.
Yeah,
Tactician.
just got the aftermath of that one there, so that's not good for the Finnish driver. Back up towards everything going on, and Limaro's just gone into 4th place. API Radical's just gone by on multi-RAC as well, and you can see there behind, car going off in the background there. Who is that? That is Iceman struggling here, got a little bit of a punt, and you can see there's a car spinning. The car in that's Ferrin Racer, and he's been collected as well. He's been absolutely collected there by somebody else, not sure quite who that was that bumped into him. Carnage all the way through the field, and it's at the front Declan, and he's still only a 10th clear roughly of Jacketa, with Sam Gamer trying to make a move. Got moves up the inside into Puhon. There's plenty going on everywhere. I can't keep up with all of this. Look, take over for a minute please.
Well, it's been a disastrous start for Tactician, obviously. Notice his front wing and the longest circuit on the calendar. He's going to need all that downforce to get around in these pouring conditions. Casper's managed to make his way up into 9th place after starting 16th. He can win the championship tonight. I will later on go through the permutations if it becomes possible, but he needs to be in the top 5 to have any chance, and even then it is a slim one with everyone who finishes scoring in the points. The top 2 have got away a bit. It's Declan and Sam going side by side through Blondimont. Sam's trying to make it last. Round the outside, he's well off onto the runoff area. I'll be surprised if he's allowed to keep that position, and I think wisely decides to let Declan back through. Didn't defend that too hard, but fantastic bravery from Declan and Sam there. And who said this is just a bit of fun, Andy? They're definitely all going for it.
They definitely are indeed, just seen there as well. API Radical getting by on Jacketa into 4th, going the long way round at the chicane. You can see Sam and Declan changing positions again. Looks like Sam's gone up the inside, but Declan's got the run out off the chicane. There's plenty of changes. Casper up to 8th now ahead of Solid Ninja Snake. Vasta Racer's trying to follow him through the field. Rafa Camina going by on Joer as well. That's for 12th and 13th position to come back up to the front. Doesn't look like Sam's close enough on this run up towards Les Combes, but he is closing ever so slightly. He's surely not going to throw it down the inside from there, and he thinks much better off at multi-RABC though. Fancies a move down the inside on Jacketa, but a little bit tentative, and then the car getting squirrely over the curbs there, and that cost him a bit of time. Casper fighting off the advances of Solid Ninja Snake as well, having just made his way past him and trying to get by Iceman at the same time. He's now got to move down the hill into this tricky braking zone, and that's Casper up into 7th place. So that top 5 that you're saying he needs, it looks like he's getting close to it already.
Yeah, especially with Tactician way down the field as well. He does need Wagner to finish outside, pretty low down as well. Obviously, if Casper wins, it will become a lot easier for him. He just needs most of his rivals to finish outside the top 5 if he takes a victory. So that 5th place could be all important. He's been the class of the field in most of the races so far. It's just a shame for Tactician that he got caught up in someone else's accident. It's not that surprising that happens on the first lap going through a rouge in these conditions. To be honest, I'm impressed there was only one retirement.
Yeah, absolutely, I can agree with you on that one there, and it's certainly not helped the Finnish driver. He is still in the race, albeit down in 18th position. But you get points for every position here. It looks like Vasta Racer's having a bit of a struggle with the conditions. He's just lost a couple of places to Rob 2K and Rafa Kamina. You were mentioning Raga Kagari, he's down in 15, so he's quite a way down at the moment. Tactician obviously down the field, so it's looking not bad for Casper at the moment. Even if it's not tonight, it might help him going into the final round in Bahrain on Thursday night. You can see Multi-R ABC and Jacket having a fight. Casper's getting involved with it as well. He's got by Multi-R ABC, now he's going to go up the inside of Jacketa for good measure, and look at that. That just shows you what Casper is capable of. I've known it for many a time now, and he's gained 2 places there in the space of the end of the chicane and La Source Hairpin. Beautiful stuff there from him. Joar's just gone by on Ferran Racer as well, down in 13th and 14th position too, so plenty going on through the field, trying to keep up with it all. But Declan's looking not too bad at the moment. He's nearly pulled a second on Sam Gamer after that initial little battling that they were having. Dave Kennedy Jr. going past now on Raga Kagari, so that's not going to help him anyway at all. And it looks like Kagari's actually got wing damage there. I did see, just as I cut to him, a bit of front wing flying off, and it was off of his Ferrari, so that is not going to help him at all. But it is Declan leading. He's only half a second clear though as Sam Gamer, so Sam much better in this middle sector it looks like. Lemaro in 3rd, API Radical 4th, and Casper up 11 places up to 5th place already.
Yeah, it's been a supreme job from Casper, and there's API Radical getting it wrong as he puts the power on there. Be careful just to stay out of everyone's way coming into Puhan, so that's Casper now up to 4th place. We're only halfway through lap 3 here. Quick reminder that the drivers are only allowed to choose preset setups, so can't edit as much as they would like on the car. I imagine they've put as much downforce on as possible. The Sam Gamer's gone sideways, he's trying to hold it. Very well held there, but that's going to hold up Lamaro, and that might give a Casper a chance to get a run on him. So Sam's gone from catching up for the lead of the race here to struggling to hold on to second, as Casper's having a look on Lamaro. He's going to get down the inside before Blanchimont, and that is a podium position all of a sudden for Casper before we've even reached the end of lap 3.
This is reminding me of Casper at Monaco this year. He finished in 2nd and came through the field making some brilliant overtakes, although that wasn't in the rain, and he's doing it one more time here again as the young Dutchman up into 3rd position on the podium already, and within 3 seconds after 3 laps, going on to lap 4, he's within 3 seconds of the lead from all the way down the field. And that was contact there. Oh no, Lamaro's punted Casper into a spin. That's going to drop him down the field. He's stuck in the middle of the road. He can't go anywhere. Cars left, right and centre, and Casper, from being in 3rd, and we were just saying about how good a start it was, punted round, spun around, and he is all the way down now to 13th. He's just managing to hold on ahead of Joa before Eau Rouge and Radio, and now he's got to do it all over again, and now with a bit of a field spread as well, it's not going to be as easy now.
Yeah, thankfully he seems to have got away without any damage. Tactician showing his pace, fastest lap of the race. Ragnar is coming to the pits to replace that heavily damaged front wing. I was just about to break my calculator out to start working where everyone needs to be if Casper won the race, but that doesn't look like it would be necessary just at the moment. We'll see what he can do, as you mentioned, fighting his way through the field. Still, that has given Sam Gamer a bit of a breathing space as well. But Declan now 2 seconds ahead at the front of the field. He's just trying to keep it calm, and the rain's still bucketing it down, so I think it's 100% certain there will not be anyone taking a chance on dry tyres, as Casper already moving his way up at the first part of Puhan past Ferhan Racer as he just gets a bit tail happy there on the power.
Yeah, there's a few of them getting tail happy. We've seen Rafa Kamina getting a bit tail happy as well. Casper making his way through in Ferran Racer and getting sideways. So easy to do, just get yourself in the curves a little bit, and you can see their Solid Ninja Snake done the exact same thing coming out of the fan chicane, and Rafa Kamina's gone by up into 9th position. So it just shows you these curves are treacherous out there. One touch on them, you go wrong. Look, Rafa Kamina's done the exact same thing, and now you're going to see Solid Ninja Snake going past round the outside. They're going to go 2x2 into Blanchimont. This is insanity. Rafa Kamina comes out round the other side, off the track slightly to get the move done, and now look out, Rafa Kamina, he's got Vasta Racer, you've got Casper in there as well. There's a car flying off, that's Ferran Racer completely missing his braking into there, and we've got Iceman and Rob 2K having a battle down towards La Source Hairpin as well. Iceman's made his way through. We're going to follow by and see if Casper can get the move done on Vasta Racer, and he does round the outside into La Source, and a very nice move indeed. And look at this, Iceman and Rob 2K, they're side by side in the run down towards Eau Rouge, and it's the Iceman who comes out in front there. You don't want to be going side by side through Eau Rouge at the best of the times, never mind in conditions that are more suited to a power boat than it is for an F1 car. Casper's got a good run here on Rafa Camino. He's going to sail on by just to bring in the impressions again one more time, and he is up and back already into the top 10 as Rafa Camino goes very late, swinging to the right hand side to block Vasta Racer. That was a little bit dangerous there from him, but he's managed to get away with it. Vasta seen it coming, and look at his Casper already passed on Solid Ninja Snake. I'm tempted to just follow Casper for most of this race because that's where the action seems to be already at the moment. He is coming through the field with a vengeance, but back up the front of the field, that's where we need to go, and it is Declan looking good out front at the moment. He's got about a second over Sam Gamer, who's up 3 places from his starting position in second, Multi-RABC in third, Jakarta is in fourth. I think Rafa Camina's made a mistake somewhere because he's just lost 2 positions to Vasta Racer and Veron Racer, and he is running wide as well. Any damage to that car? No, so he's just got it wrong through Pujon, so that's cost him. Jakarta's in fourth, holding on not too bad. Your Monza winner, API Radical, in fifth, Limaro in sixth, Iceman and Rob 2K pretty close together in seventh and eighth, and then there's that man Casper in ninth. He's already onto the back of these two as they head the run down towards Blanchimont for the 5th time. You can hear you whirling away in the calculator in the background as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye on Casper. He's doing fantastically. While I was on board with Vasta Racer, he does look so much quicker on the straights than everyone else. I'm wondering if he's just not put enough downforce on the car, and maybe that's why he's struggling a bit. See Rob and Iceman nearly getting together through the bus stop, and Casper, oh, he's tapped the back of him. That's going to give Solid a run straight back past, and that's the problem now. Indy's everyone else is battling. Casper's he wants to make his way up the field, because you never know what's going to happen in Bahrain in the next race on Thursday in these reverse grid conditions. So he wants to make the most of it. Sam Gamer set the fastest lap of the race as he's now within 8 tenths of the lead of the race. But Casper's just got to be patient. He has got better pace in this guy. He's doing better than all his main rivals at the moment. Tactician and Ragnar especially way down at the back of the field and unlikely to catch anyone barring an emergency pit stop for damage. So it's just got to be patient, the championship leader. Definitely so. You've seen on screen there as well, we've seen Rafa Camina, Dave Kennedy and Joe are going nearly 3 wide into La Source, and it was Rafa Camina that came out on top in that particular battle at the moment. A few people in the chat, someone asking for the Discord link. I'll try and find it. If not, check on Twitter, you'll be able to find it easy enough on there. Game and Ali Modder, Mark, hello, my commentating partner from F1, he's joining in. We'll be back in the commentary box next Sunday. Looking forward to that as we resume the Hype Energy League for the final rounds of the season. There's only, 5 more rounds to go, I do believe, starting off at Suzuka. I can't think of a better place to get the action back underway. We're halfway through this race already. Declan looking good, 1.5 seconds clear, so Sam Gamer has made a mistake somewhere down the field there. He's lost a bit of time to the race leader. Multi-RABC's holding on with Jakarta, still not too far back in 4th, API Radical in 5th, Limaro in 6th, Iceman in 7th, then it's Rob 2K, Solid Ninja Snake and Casper and Vasta Racer are pretty much all nose to tail, and that's a big moment there for Solid Ninja Snake coming out of Stavolo. There's another car off in the background, which is Veron Racer, I do believe, as well, and Casper up into 9th position. It's going to give Vasta Racer a good run, but you can see he's having to run right the way off the track, trying to keep the throttle pinned all the way through Blanchimont. In these conditions, not quite fully possible to do. And it is a move there, and look, Casper's got a nice run out of the chicane there. It looked like he was going to get past Rob 2K before Lisser, and he is. He's got much better traction on the outside line, and he's going to make that move stick. Meanwhile, you can see their Vasta Racer thinking about a move on Solid Ninja Snake, but not able to do so. Rob 2K is coming back at Casper, but Casper again, much better run out of the corner, and that's him back up into 8th position. He's been pretty much in every position in the field, I think, so far. Yeah, I think Rob ended up on the Coulthard curve there on the exit of La Source, and had to be very careful to avoid spinning the wheels up. He is in the slipstream here, but he's not going to be close enough, I don't think, to have a move into Les Combes. It'd be extremely brave if he does, so Vasta Racer just sticking behind Solid Ninja Snake as well. Out in front, the gap is down to half a second now between Declan and Sam Gamer with just 4.5 laps remaining. This is getting interesting. Jackita catching up to multi-RABC as well. I think the best Casper's going to be able to hope for in this race might be 7th, possibly 6th place if he gets a bit of a move on, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll be surprised if he makes his way further up, but he has shown his talents so far. And they're still battling close together. He does seem to have got away from Rob slightly now, so Iceman will be his next target. As I say, Sam Gamer's looking for the win. He gets himself a 3-second penalty.
Making a mistake there. I've just realised, why can I not see the penalties? I hit the UI. Lovely. Well done, Andy. It's wondering why I couldn't see anything. Yeah, Sam making the mistake there. Probably not the first one to have picked up a penalty in description. Casper is closing up to Iceman pretty quickly as well. I don't know. If he can get by these guys quick enough, he still might get 5th or 4th, I think, because he's definitely got the pace. Once he gets by Iceman, he's got 2 seconds before he catches Lamaro, and then he's got 3 seconds to API Radical. Bit of clean air for the Dutchman. You never know what he could do in these final laps, as long as he can just keep his nose clean. But we're on lap 8 off 11. Not long to go now. Ferrin Racer right behind Vasta Racer. The 2 racers are racing. I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere. And it looks like Ferrin's got a much better run because Vasta got himself in the curbs on the way out of the chicane. So Ferrin Racer down the inside, does he fancy it? No, he doesn't. Look out for Rafa Camina in the background. A little bit of a nudge through the Lasso Serpent from Ferrin onto Vasta. And they all stay as they were at the moment. Meanwhile, Casper side by side into Eau Rouge in the wet. That's a brave move. And he got over the top of Radio and within track limits. Wow, I did not expect to see that one. However, he had to slow down. That's allowed Iceman and Rob. We're going 3 wide up to Lacombe. Casper in the middle. Where's he going to pick his braking points? Who's coming out on top? Rob brakes very late, but he's going to run wide through the Lacombes, and Casper comes out. Rob spun in the background, and everyone's managed to avoid him. And wow, a pass up Eau Rouge, and then 3 wide all the way up to Lacombes. Rob comes out, unfortunately, down the field from that, and Casper up to 7th. That was a lovely bit of action there from those 3. Shame for Rob to lose out. He tried to go deep in the brakes and just got it all wrong, and Casper up into 7th.
Yeah, Iceman had to take quick evasive action there to try and avoid Rob as well, but Casper now up into 7th place. Limaro his next target. Jack has a 5-second penalty up ahead as well, so if Casper does catch Limaro, it won't take him much to get ahead of Jack as well, so that 5th place could be on, but with the positions as they are at the moment, I don't believe that would be enough to secure the championship with a round to spare. Declan has opened up the gap a bit out in front. He's just heading towards the bus stop now to start lap 9 of 11 here in Belgium. Sam Gamer behind, then multi-RABC, Jack and API Radical, and Vasta Racer and Fairhand still extremely close together as they come through Blanchimont. Now drivers, I think we both cursed by thinking that they'd do well here today, battling for 10th place. Not able to do anything, but Vasta Race has gone very deep there. I think he was caught out a bit by Solid. Contact between the 2 of them, and that's Vasta Racer just avoids going round, and that's given Rafa a great chance to get by him as well. They're going to be side by side now, and I think Dave Kennedy's trying to get involved in this action as well. Vasta Racer somehow managing to stay ahead just for now, but Rafa's got down the inside. I think Vasta Racer should have a better exit coming out the corner though. We could see some more side by side action through Eau Rouge here, Andy.
Oh, this is going to be brave stuff if they keep it, and they are going to pin it through Eau Rouge. And look at that, Ferrin is holding on, coming through there, and Vasta tried to keep it to, Rafa Camina tried to hold on but couldn't. Now he's had to go defensive. He's ended up on the grass, and here comes Dave Kennedy through, the Canadian, trying to make his way round the outside into Lacombes, and he's not able to get the move done. Rafa Camina holds on for now, but yeah, getting brave there, and Vasta made that move stick on the way through. Jacketa's closing up on multi-RABC. Sam is closing back up on Declan. That gap has ebbed and flowed pretty much all race. We know Sam does have a penalty. Ferrin Racer's just made his way past on Solid Ninja Snake, and then had a big tank slapper coming out the X corner. Down towards Puhon he goes, and lap 9 off 11. Having a look at the chat, someone asking where's Ben Tiamet whose name I can never pronounce. Well, if he is racing, I don't know if he is, he'll be on PC, but stick here because this is a lot closer and more exciting, that's for sure. On that line of 11 though, so can Sam Gamer get the move done before the end? I mean, I don't know, does Declan have any penalties, Luke? Have you seen anything pop up for Declan?
I'll have a quick look now. He's got one warning at the moment. So he's managed to keep it clean. Can Sam keep it clean as he has to go? And Declan, as I say that, gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. So there's your penalty answer coming up on screen. Nice and clear. All Sam has to do at the moment is stay behind.
Well, that's an interesting one there, him getting that penalty, so that really makes a huge change. Obviously, some of the penalties that we do have Stewart in, and if he feels it was unfair, he could appeal it, but obviously it comes down to stewards. But we're going to deal with what happens here tonight, and we're now on the penultimate lap of this race here in Belgium, lap 10 of 11, and Sam's got a brilliant run over the top of Radio, and he goes to the inside, heading towards Les Combes. They go side by side onto the brakes. Sam's on the wetter part of the track though, but Declan has to concede the position, and Sam Gamer up into the lead of the race. Big slide though on the way out of Les Combes as they come down towards the right-hander at the bottom of the hill, which name I can never remember, but there you go, it's Beau Rivage, I don't know. That's in Monaco. Anyway, so he's managed to get the move done. Here comes Ferrin Racer though to the outside of Iceman. Casper's got by an API Radical, who I think's been off the track because there was yellow flags there, so Ferrin gets that move done. Casper's up to 5th now. Raga Kagawi's just gone by. Tactician's back in pit lane, so that race going from bad to worse for the Finnish driver, not good for him at all. And now Jacketa's right on the back of Multi-R ABC and seeing if he can do anything before the end of this race to get himself onto the podium. It's Sam who leads from Declan in 2nd, Multi-R ABC in 3rd, Jacketa in 4th, Casper in 5th. He's got 5 seconds to catch up to what could be a possible improbable podium after that punt into the La Source hairpin on lap number 4. He's only got 1 lap to do it, so it's a long shot, but 5th will be a good result because his nearest rivals, Ragnar Kagari and Tactician, are 16th and 17th, not likely to be gaining any further places. There's API Radical coming through towards Blanchimont. He's in 6th, your Monza winner from Friday night. Lamaro in 7th with Ferrin Racer trying to catch him down in 8th. Iceman in 9th. Faster Racer rounds out the top 10. Then it's Solid Ninja Snake with Rafa Kamina and Dave Kennedy keeping in close proximity to them as they go through Blanchimont for the 10th time. Rob 2K trying to make his way through after that 3 wide up to Lacombe, and that's a nice late braking move by Rob into the chicane, slowed down in time as well. That puts him back into 13th, Dave down to 14th. Joer in 15th. There's Ragnar Kagari hoping for better this today, but it's not to be. He's down in 16th. Tactician caught out in lap 1. He's down in 17th, so if we just catch Rob and Dave battling again with Rob holding on to that position he just gained. And they've got a retirement out on track that was the car I was just about to go and look at, so we'll ignore that now because it's not happened. And side by side into Eau Rouge go Rob and Dave Kennedy, and Rob again holds on to that one. Jacket has moved his way up past Multi-R ABC, and Ferrin Racer passed on Lamaro, catching the end of that into Lacombe. There's far too much going on here on the final lap. I know you're feverishly working away there, Luke, to try and figure out if Casper's done enough to take the title here tonight or not, but we'll find out very shortly. But there is Sam in the lead from Declan. He's nearly 2 seconds clear now, having finally got the move done. Jacketa up to 3rd, Casper there in 5th, and he's gained 3 seconds in about the space of 3/4 of a lap, so if he can nail this middle sector, he might still steal 4th position here. You just never know. API Radical in 6th, Ferrin Racer 7th, Lamaro in 8th, Vasta Racer right behind Iceman, 9th and 10th coming through Pujon, and he's not close enough to do anything at the moment, so we'll take it back to the front of the field and have a look at Sam Gamer, F5 driver, running here tonight, up 4 places from where he started, coming up to the bus stop chicane, and at least in terms of on track, we'll wait to see how the penalties work out. He's going to take the victory here at Spa. Real driver circuit, I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted with that. Sam Gamer official takes to the line and wins here in Belgium from Declan, who takes 2nd, a valiant effort there from pole position. Jacketa coming through on track to take 3rd position, and we'll see how the penalties work out as you see Jacketa spinning over the line. Multi-R ABC in 4th, Casper up to 3rd on penalties. He's still got on the podium. The man's an absolute miracle worker. API Radical in 6th, Ferrin Racer in 7th. There's Iceman in 8th, with Ferrin Racer down to 9th now. So it's all changed. Rafa Camina in 10th, Dave Kennedy 11th, Ferrin Racers all the way down to 12th. He must have had enough penalties to send them to the Shadow Realm. He's dropped down that far. Rob 2K in 13th. What could have been for Rob after that free wide up to Lacombe, just getting it wrong. Vasta Racer drops to 14th on penalties. Joer coming across the line for 15th to ease out of fuel as well, so he's really pushed it a bit too far. He might even be passed here by Ragnar Kagari, but he's just going to make it to the line in the nick of time. So he's 15th. Ragnar Kagari will take 16th, and Tactician, I think he's got more damage on. He's having a, oh, he's on slick tyres. He decided to have some fun at the end. He was realising it was not going to work, so he put some slicks on it, and he's drifting to the line, and he's crashed. Coming out of Stavellow, and he'll hate me for finding that because I was on board with him at the time. But your winner here tonight on track is Sam Gamer Official. Fantastic result for him, but driver of the day has got to surely be Casper from down the field. I think he gained 16, something like 14 to 16 places. His starting position, brilliant stuff, but plenty of action to keep us going, Luke.
Plenty of action, and that is enough for Casper to take the championship. A miracle, somehow, after starting, what was it, 14th, 15th place, getting his way up into 5th place, getting spun around, and somehow managing to keep it clean. Again, he has shown that he's been the class of the field today. A great job by him, and a great job by Sam as well, of course, to take the victory.
Absolutely. Here are your results then. So Sam Gamer takes the victory from Declan in second. Casper will cross the line to take third, and as Luke says, that is enough to be crowned the 2019 PS4 Christmas Classic Cup champion, so congratulations to him. Jakarta is 4th, Multi-RABC in 5th, API Radical taken 6th, Lamaro in 7th, Iceman in 8th, Solid Ninja Snake 9th, and Rafa Camina in 10th. Dave Kennedy taking 11th, Ferrin Racer 10 seconds of penalties down to 12th, Rob 2K in 13th, Vasta Racer with 10 seconds worth of penalties, he's in 14th, Joer 15th, Ragnar Kagari in 16th, Tactician retired at the end on the slick tyres, and you got Shama, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one, he retired a couple of laps from the end, did not finish, and JGV retired on lap 1, that's what dropped Tactician down to the bottom field. Quite a few drivers with no penalties either, which in these conditions I must applaud, because that's not the easiest thing to do, really.
Yeah, fantastic job by those that have managed to keep it clean. It's extremely difficult around Spa, in the dry anyway, as you mentioned. It's a proper driver's circuit, and the weather just makes it a bit more difficult. And let's not forget the downforce levels on these classic Formula 1 cars, nowhere near what they are nowadays as well.
No, definitely not. Not quite got the downforce of the current gen cars, and makes for even more interesting. That's why we've seen a lot of tail-happy action coming out of some of the corners as they tried to get the power down. But that made for some exciting action here, and that is it for this evening's proceedings. My thanks to Luke for joining me in the commentary box. I think that's the first time we've done commentary together as well, isn't it? There's a lot of fuss going on for me right now.
Yeah, it's just the first time I've done commentary with you, and I think for both of us, it could be the last commentary of 2019.
It is, yes, it will be. So, I will let you say your goodbyes first before I finish up.
Yeah, thank you for having me for the Christmas Cup as well, because you are back with Austin next time out.
Yeah, I am indeed. I'll be back on Thursday night. It'll be at Bahrain, and we'll be in the Renault R. Is it 25 or the 26? I can never remember.
26, I think.
26, yeah. It's one of the ones that Alonso won his championship in. But we'll be live for that. Yeah, it's a V8 one, exactly. But me and Austin will be back for that on Thursday night, the 2nd of January, and then the Hype Energy Leagues go into the final stretches as of next Sunday evening for the Japanese Grand Prix, so do make sure you join us for that. Starting off at 7 o'clock with the top tier in F1, it'll be myself and Mark Game and Ali Monda in the box for that one. What about yourself, Luke? You back on Sunday?
I will be, yeah, after you've finished watching Ali and Andy. Obviously, then you can switch over to the second tier with myself and Ollie at 8 PM.
I hope Ollie's treating you well, my old commentating partner from F2. I hope he's treating you good.
He's doing alright,
That's good. But anyway, from myself, from Luke, from all the drivers and everyone involved at AOR, thank you very much for joining us. A very happy new year to you all when it comes. Please join us on Thursday night for the final round. Championships decided, there's still plenty of action to be had. Till next time, see you again soon. Ta-da!